Once, in a small village surrounded by mountains, there lived a 24-year-old man named Marco. His mind was constantly restless, filled with endless thoughts that came and went without pause. He often felt drained and uneasy. The past made him sad, and the future filled him with worry. His thoughts never settled, as if his mind were trapped in a storm. He struggled to find peace. Sleep didn't come easily, and even happiness felt distant. Smiling became rare for him. One day, he heard about a wise old man living in a remote hill village. The man was once a well-known psychologist in the city who had helped many people understand their minds. Eventually, he left the busy world behind and chose a quiet life close to nature, occasionally guiding visitors who came to him. Marco felt a spark of hope. He thought this man might help him find peace of mind. So, after a long and tiring journey, he travelled to the hill village. There, he found a small house surrounded by greenery. The old man was sitting peacefully on the porch, with his eyes closed, as if deeply connected to silence itself. Marco approached him and said softly that his mind was full of chaos and he desperately wanted peace. The old man slowly opened his eyes and smiled. He said that if Marco truly wanted peace, he should follow him. Then he led Marco into the yard and filled a glass with water right to the very top. The glass was so full that even a slight movement could cause it to spill. He handed it to Marco and asked him to walk to the edge of the village and return without spilling a single drop. Although surprised, Marco accepted the task. He carefully held the glass and began walking through a busy path filled with people, noise, and movement. Yet he kept his focus completely on the glass, step by step, ignoring everything around him. People watched him curiously, but no one disturbed him. Eventually, he returned safely without spilling any water. Proud, he told the old man he had completed the task successfully. The old man then asked if he had noticed the children playing, the dogs barking, or the activity along the road. Marco replied that he hadn't noticed anything at all. The old man smiled and explained gently that this was the lesson. When the mind is fully focused on the present moment, there is no space for fear, distraction, or overthinking. In that state, the mind becomes naturally quiet. Marco had not been thinking about the past or the future, only the present moment. As the sun set and birds returned to their nests, Marco left the village transformed. He was no longer the same restless man. He now carried calmness within him.